How did I go from watching a Netflix show to actually getting cast on a Netflix show? Crazy, right? But this craziness and these surprises can only happen in the City of Angels, which is Los Angeles, and it can only happen if you're an actor just like me. So without further ado, let me tell you this miraculous story of how I got cast as Dr. Chandrasekhar on the Netflix show Space Force, opposite the comedic legend Steve Carell. Well, the obvious is that I auditioned, but I auditioned for a great casting director whose name is Alison Jones. Now, if you don't know who Alison Jones is, she's the one who casted the amazing show The Office, which also starred Steve Carell. I had gone in for another show, which I thought I was perfect for, and we ended up speaking to each other and we had a chat, and I was convinced that I booked that role on the show that I'd gone in for, which was not Space Force. But unfortunately, I didn't hear anything back, so I was convinced it was just another audition where I gave my best, but I wasn't best for the part that was being cast. 2 weeks later, my agent calls me. Now, it's very rare for agents to call their clients. They usually text or email, but I was receiving a call, so I was convinced I had done something wrong. My heart was pounding out of my chest because the assistant said that your agent wants to speak to you, so I was definitely convinced that I'd done something wrong. My agent came on the phone and she said to me, "Where are you?" I said, "I'm in Los Angeles." And she said, "Okay, you have to get on set by 6 a.m. tomorrow at this studio for this show, Space Force." I was so lost because I never auditioned for the show. I didn't know what the show was about, and I only had a few hours to go. It was already 6 p.m., so less than 12 hours I had to be on set for a show that I knew nothing about. But as the conversation progressed, I started to realize that this is a show for Netflix. It stars Steve Carell and other major stars such as John Malkovich, and I'll be playing a character called Dr. Chandrasekhar. It was so much information to take in at one time that I just couldn't believe it, and it already was 5:30 p.m. and I had to be on set in less than 12 hours. It was just surreal. It was one of those moments where I think, oh my God, this is why I do what I do, because surprises like this just keep me going. And then 12 hours later, there I was on set, being fitted, playing the role of Dr. Chandrasekhar in my white coat, ready to film with comedic legend Steve Carell and the genius John Malkovich. I could not believe it. I made some great friends from this show. I really enjoyed working in the month of October of 2019 on this show. I couldn't say anything until it was released. And when it released, so many of my friends and family reached out to me and said, "Hey, I saw you on Space Force." Again, as I said, I made great friends from it, and it was a great experience working for Netflix. Looking forward to more.